They're also out of Chicago as well.
South side, south side. We're gonna set this party off right. Then you gotta do the Yeezy in the joint. Is it yay now? I think it's legally yay.
It's legally yay?
Yeah, I think he legally changed his name to Yay.
That's a whole other pod, man. That's a whole other pod.
Right. We're gonna chop it up about that. Fellas, I see y'all. Good to see your faces. What up?
Good. Sorry about that technical difficulty.
Come on, man. Instagram Live, bro. It's what it is.
Absolutely.
It is what it is. John Shadow up in the building. I see you popped in. What up? Let's get into it, fellas. Let's talk about you guys, man, with the work that you guys are doing, what you're bringing to this cigar industry. First of all, I want you guys to introduce yourselves. Let everybody who's watching know who you are. Let the Vintage Cigar followers know who you are. Let everybody that's just gonna be in the cigars know all about you and what you're doing. Talk to us.
I'm Brian Thigpen, part owner of the company. I'm born and raised in Chicago, got a law enforcement and political background going on 18, 19 years. And we just wanted to do something different for the culture based on a couple mentors that we've dealt with in the past and some that we recently met as well.
That's what's up. What part of the style you from? What part you from?
All right, I grew up on 98th and King Drive.
Oh yeah, my man.
South side, so yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. Well, nice meeting you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing, guys? My name is Robert Pooler. I'm the part owner, Stogie Tobacconist. Same kind of background, law enforcement background, about 16 years. Been doing this for a while, smoking cigars for about 15 years. That's about it.
Okay.
So what's dope about that, man? Because I didn't know about the law enforcement background. So that right there means you guys are literally connected to the streets. You're connected to the people. You're connected to the politics. So that right there is over half of your networking right there, because you already know everybody. You're already connected. You know the mothers. The fathers. The kids that are coming up. You guys know everybody in Chicago.
Correct. I'm not actually outside of Chicago. It's a suburb called Dalton. We're literally right next door.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I'm in Homewood myself. I bought my house 6 years ago.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I was born in Riverdale.
Okay.
So that's how I grew up too. Okay. I was in Riverdale.
That's what's up.
All right. Since y'all talking Chicago, I've been to Chicago once. I went there one time, so that's. I grew up a Jordan fan. I was diehard Jordan, so I got some Chicago connections. That's about all I got. But no, real talk though.
That's all you need, bro.
How did you guys make that transition? Like, okay, this is law enforcement. We're protecting the city. We're serving the people. How did you guys move from that to work together to get into the whole process of creating this cigar entrepreneurship? And I kind of want to leave it vague like that because I want you to get into the details in just a moment. But how did you make that transition?
Well, actually, Rob got me into smoking cigars. One summer we were on a vacation. We were on a vacation going to a small town called Carthage, Mississippi. And they just so happened to have a cigar shop that was there. The guy said he was in the process of packing it up. He was just coming through there. And Rob was like, hey, you should just try a cigar. I smoke them all the time. Just try it. Right. And I think my first cigar was a Kojamar. And it was flavored, but it was my first cigar. Tried it. And, it's just been steps up since that.
Oh, and, sure.
Moving into it, especially being, south side of Chicago, right here with the culture that we have, we've noticed everywhere we go, whether we were in Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Texas, Vegas, they really don't see color in cigars. I know you might be familiar with like Big Cigar. We run into guys down there of all nationalities.
Yeah.
You just don't see everything. So everybody is coming from a different walk of life, whether you young or old, rich or it's all one culture. And that's what I felt when we needed to start it and go ahead, get this and the mobile lounge going. based on you know, just things we've seen the need for.
And see, that right there is what really fascinated me. The fact that you guys created a mobile lounge. Tell me and everybody else how that works. How did you progress into that? And what can everybody expect? Because, you know, I'm reading the website and, you know, I'm checking out what you guys are doing. I'm like, yo, this is brilliant. How did the concept come up? How did you guys make it work?
So give you a little bit of history about myself. So I used to do security in the projects, and I used to be working 12-hour shifts. And one of my older guys I used to work with always smoked cigars, and he gave me a cigar. And working 12-hour shifts, having a cigar was perfect. I can try different cigars, go different lounges downtown, and he got me into smoking cigars. So ever since then, working security, I started smoking cigars and progressing now to where I'm at now, smoking cigars. So I started out with the basics. Now I'm with the good stuff now, the more premium cigars.
Yeah.
Mostly the cigar lounge was pretty much my idea. Both our ideas, we came with it because in Illinois, you can't have a standalone. You got to have a standalone location. It can't be attached to anything. And, you know, with times right now, it's kind of expensive. So we thought of an idea where we can meet more people and, you know, talk to more people, do birthday parties, weddings, pop-up shops. We can be all over. We don't have to be in one location. And with that idea, we came up with get us a trailer, a 24-foot trailer, deck it all out, and then we can go to different events. And right now, we already set up to do some events in June. It's called the Chicago Smoke and Sale. We will be there. The trailer will be there also, and we'll be ready to rock and roll.
That is super dope. Right? Brilliant idea, first of all. So,
thank you.
What is the ambiance? What is the vibe that you're creating? You know, when you go into the mobile lounge, what is that experience like?
Chill and relax. It's going to be chill and relax. You know, it's got the great tones coming in. Just a great place to have a good vibe. You know, listen to your music, have your libations, have a great cigar, and network. You know, we also did it for, as you all know, we up here and it gets pretty cold. And for things like my wife doesn't like me smoking in the house, and I'm in the process of trying to get a smoke room put in. But, you know, we can pull up outside, bring the trailer, you know, have 8 to 10 people inside the trailer and party for 4 or 5 hours or longer, whatever you choose. And, you know, you have to disturb your household. One thing that we did notice that we actually ended up doing, working with the state, we started out the idea of just having the actual trailer to where everybody can come, but we decided to go ahead and take it a step further, get the OTP and eventually get our online going, but make it to where we can sell different brands of cigars, not just the, you know, the well-known brands, but also doing things, having nice boutique cigars from, you know, around the globe, things like that, to where, you know, no matter what your palate is, you know, we should have something, you know, everything from, you know, your Padermos, your Drew Estate to, you know, Black Star Line cigars, and, you know, just Ancestry cigars, people that we're going to actually be reaching out to, you know, sell their products with, you know, of course we all might be at the same events being a vendor, but just so it can be readily more available for our area, and as far as going out to, you know, things like Des Plaines, Naperville, Waukegan, places like that as well.
So when did you actually get started? When did you launch everything with Stogie Tobacconist? When did it, you know, actually get off the ground, official establishment, like this is your thing, and how did it go from there?
You want to take it?
Well, we actually started right before the pandemic, so it kind of was going up and it just stopped. The issue with everything was the issue with everything from the trailer to getting different cigars, the materials, everything kind of slowed down. But now we at the point where we can open up and be ready to rock and roll with the trailer June 1st. Everything will be ready to rock and roll. We can launch, set up events. Actually go to our website and put your inquiry in for us to come out to do an event for you. It's on the bottom page. It says you can set up an event. Just send us an email. We can set everything up. myself or Brian would give you a call. We can set everything up for you.
So this is intimate. This is personal. You guys aren't, just have like a bunch of parties in between you. They can connect and talk to both of you about what's going on and get connected. So you guys are real hands-on going forward.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This is Stogie Tobacconist right here. This is it. Right
I love the sound of it. We know, just with Vintage Cigar, like we talk behind the scenes and we put everything together when it comes to the videos and editing. I know how it is putting your blood, sweat, and tears into it. So big respect to you fellas for doing that.
Thank you so much.
What you got?
Look, that's all EKB, man. I don't do nothing. All I do is support. That's all EKB, man. But you know what? I did want to ask you. I did want to ask you guys, because EKB, I don't know if you know this, Chicago is really funny with zoning and permit and stuff like that, man. So I wanted to ask you guys, how were you guys able to work around that? Is it because you're mobile?
Yes. It's because we're mobile. Of course, we've even checked into, let's say if you have a function out at the Forest Preserve, let's say you're on 87th and the Dan Ryan.
Right.
Have an event. We've even contacted county about having the special vendor's license, the solicitor's license, and the peddler's licenses that they offer if we have to get it. Due to the fact that we are mobile and won't be at certain places long term, it really just depends. And of course, we can't infringe on anyone else's business.
Okay, do you guys do the Taste of Chicago and Lollapalooza?
We haven't made it that far just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't made it that far just yet.
But it's coming, man. I like what you fellas are doing. And the most important thing that I'm hearing from both of you right now is the creativity and the innovation to be able to think outside of the box. How do we get this off the ground? How do we make this work? And, how can we get around all these things to bring something to the people and also make this something that's lucrative and beneficial for you guys, man? So, pass on the back to you for that. Like, honestly, that kind of thinking is what really makes this work, man. Respect to you.
Absolutely.
It was it's the people that have come before us, like I said, being off of 98th and King Drive, a few blocks away is another gentleman, the Mobile Lux Lounge. So just having a conversation once or twice with him in passing, Black Star Line Cigars, listening to like we say Ancestry Cigars, listen to what they're doing. And the one time that we have approached people like that, it's been nothing but love. It's like, most of them are like, hey, it's enough out here for everybody to enjoy and do what they do. And you're making it a networking thing. You make it about, make it about the cigars, make it about networking, just becoming like, like a big old family.
It's that community, man. That's really what drives this whole cigar thing. Like you guys said, when you got out there and you started smoking, you guys together, when you're introducing each other, you're working hard, and you sit back and then you're enjoying the cigar with your homie. Like, you don't get much better than it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Right.
And you guys in Chicago, man, y'all working in the streets. Y'all working. You said you were working in the projects and whatnot, man. That's stressful, man. That's like real life Chicago.
It's deep Chicago, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, so you get back, you get a good cigar in hand, man. You can kind of decompress, take all of that out.
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
For both of you, what's your go-to when you like, man, I had one of them days. What's that cigar that you pick up to kind of take everything? What's your Calgon cigar? What's the one that takes everything away?
That's a really good question.
So many of them.
Yeah, I have a couple, and I you know what? I'll be honest. Some people say some things, but I don't know what it is about this one cigar. But the Fat Bottom Betty, for some reason, is I don't know what it is about that cigar. Had many cigars, but it's just like for some reason I can always go back to that one. Ever since I had that cigar, I can go back to it.
We ain't clowning up here, man. Enjoy that cigar. Enjoy that, bro. We ain't clowning.
Something about it.
Yeah, there's so many different cigars out here. You just cannot just have one favorite one. I like the Drew Estate. What's it called? Undercrown cigar.
Yeah,
yeah. I like that one a lot. What's your favorite?
So you had the Undercrown 10? You had the Undercrown 10 yet? The newer one that came out?
Yes. Say that again.
yeah. That's the go-to for the kid too. What about you, G? What's your go-to, man?
That's tough. I would have to say, ooh, that's tough. Maybe a Monte Cristo.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe a Monte Cristo. Monte Cristos are smooth, nice flavors, you know. And I try to have one every Monday. So yeah,
Monte Cristo Monday.
Monte Cristo Monday. I try to have one every Monday. So yeah, I would say anything Monte Cristo. I haven't had a bad Monte Cristo. 1935. I had the one that they had with it was a joint collaboration with them and the Crown Heads.
Oh yeah, you just had that one the other day. Oh, I love that cigar. I don't know if you guys have had that one yet, man, but it's like Suede Musica or something like that. It's an interesting name on it, but it's the common. That cigar is outstanding, bro.
Yeah, I gotta try the different Vitolas of that one.
So when you guys are in there, you were kind of explaining that you were trying to connect all the different cigar owners and everybody getting their cigars out there for your mobile cigar lounge. Is there anything that's under your brand or anything in specific that you try to market and to get out there to everybody? Because I saw you had some cigars on your website as well.
Correct. So we're trying to do mostly boutique cigars. Try to get get everybody a little love because the bigger companies have plenty of. They all over. So I know there's a lot of people here in Chicago. A couple like Black Star Line cigars, and Ancestries in Chicago. There's a couple other ones in Chicago also. And then big TL cigars. We're just trying to get most of the boutique cigars. So we can make work more of a family oriented type situation with the cigar company.
Yeah.
So eventually we will get our own cigar brand, our own line. We're working on that as we speak also. So we will have cigars. Nice. We do have some cigars for sale right now on our website. Once this interview's over with, they can go on to the website. They use the word Stogie. They get a percentage off, 10% off for the purchases. So once again, it's Stogie, Stogie. They can use.
Go ahead and plug it. Go ahead and plug it. The website and everything.
Yeah. You know I was gonna tell you that. Go ahead, get it off.
Okay. It's www.stogietobacconist.com. STOGIETOBACCONIST. Stogietobacconist.com.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah. I'm dyslexic. I won't doing that off the top. So I'm glad you did that.
They can use the code Stogie for 10% off.
Okay, nice. I had a question for y'all, being from Chicago. Why doesn't Chicago have a cigar week?
That's a
good question.
I see every other city has a cigar week. Now I like what M. Lachey is doing with the smoke and sale.
Correct.
Yeah, but man, we for some reason I log in, I go on Google once a week, trying to see if somebody put something up, but nothing.
That's something we all need to come together and make. I mean, like you say, everybody has a cigar.
Everybody.
You got Houston, Atlanta. You got everybody. And like you said, what she's doing, maybe this is just
might be the tip of the iceberg of this weekend, smoke and sell. But next year, it might blow up to be a whole week.
I hope so.
You never know.
I hope so.
Sounds like it's some networking that needs to be done, fellas. Like,
absolutely,
all of us can do some networking with.
It's some money in that. It's some money in that.
Absolutely.
Because what's really dope, man, it's like everybody that you guys have mentioned, just in Chicago and what you guys are doing with cigars, man, and the people, everybody that I've talked to, everybody that G has introduced me to so far, y'all been extremely down to earth, just good people. Everybody knows each other well. You guys are shaking hands, and like. This is something, to me, this feels like this is, that kind of start of something. This is when, like, okay, this can really create a movement and really create a culture in Chicago that's already there. You guys are just building on the foundation of what's already there.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Love the sound of that. That, I got to get to Chicago. I got to make my way back out there. All right, so let me get into some Chicago stuff. This is not about cigars.
Okay.
Talk to me about the deep dish pizza. Where y'all go? What's y'all pizza spot?
Giordano's.
That's
the only spot that I've been to.
That's the only spot you've been to?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you come, you definitely, I mean, you got to hit the neighborhood staples. You haven't been to Harold's?
Dude, I didn't get a chance to go to Harold's. Somebody took me to, there was like a fried chicken sandwich spot that was like in the middle of the hood. I don't even know where I was. It was so wild. Dude, because I went into Chicago, like I had never, this is my first time being there. So I had a homie from online from years ago. She took me down with her husband to this spot. And it's the middle of the hood. And I'm like, I thought I was in the project or something. She was like, yo, we got a lounge right here. It's no sign. It's no lights. It's no nothing. We just walk in there and then it's like people, like I'm like, wait.
Right.
What the hell am I?
Spots, though. The hood, those are the best spots.
Lit.
Yeah.
The house music was pumping, like it was lit. The women were beautiful. Then she was like, yo, let me take you across the street. You like Chick-fil-A and you always talking about that. Yo, I got this little chicken spot. She took me right across the street and there was this little chicken sandwich spot there. I don't know the name of it. I wish I did. I'll put it up later. But I'm just like, okay. But I never got the Harold's, man. I didn't get that experience.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You gotta do the Harold's experience. Yeah, the west side, well, we got one off of 47th and Cottage now, Uncle Remus, Yes.
Okay, I think I heard about that.
They did put Uncle Remus down there. They did. I forgot about that.
They got Uncle Remus down there.
I got my sister in here, Queen Ash 3210. She said Illuminati.
Yeah, they good too. They good too. They good. Yeah, they definitely good. They popping up in some broader suburbs as well. They have.
Yeah. That uncle is clapping. Yeah.
Oh, Italian.
But see, that's the thing that I know. Like,
Fiesta is a South Side staple.
Italian Fiesta.
I gotta say, like, my wife, half her family is Filipino, so we were there for a wedding, So we were really in the downtown area for the most part, except when I dipped off with my homie. So we were doing like the real touristy stuff. What's the popcorn joint that everybody get?
Garrett's popcorn.
Yeah. So we did that. You know what I'm saying? It was around St. Patrick's Day, so I'm like literally dodging people in the street. People literally falling into the street drunk. It was wild. I saw the green water, but that's not like all of Chicago. That's that downtown scene. I'm trying to get the Harold. I'm trying to get Southside. I'm trying to get the real experience. Y'all got to get that to me here. I got to live vicariously through y'all.
Would y'all say downtown is what? Just maybe a 5-mile, 6-mile radius?
Yeah, because between Navy Pier and the Gold Coast, you pretty much done. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You pretty much done. You spread out and hit what they call those hole in the walls in the inner hood. You good. Those the best places. They're gonna have the house music. They're gonna play the blues. They're gonna be open to 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Then you go somewhere and hit a 24-hour joint for breakfast. And do it all again the next day.
And that's one of the major.
About, man. That's the stuff that I love right there. That's how you know you're in the city. So your lounges, when you're not doing your own thing, where are you going? What are the cigar lounges you're going to in Chicago? Where are your spots that you kicking your feet up, man, and lighting a cigar?
I would say generally because of where we all work and who we kicking with, we've been out to years ago. It used to be Hyde Park, but I don't really get a chance to venture down there all the time. The old school, still call it Hyde Park Cigars. We go out to Lyle, to the Humidor. And pretty close to me now, where I'm out in the burbs. It's not new, but it's under new management over here. 1101 Cigars, right off of Joliet. I still call it Lincoln Highway out here in Dyer. I believe I believe it's now black owned. I just haven't had the chance to go in there in about a month or two, right, with a new ownership. But every time I drive past, it's jumping with the culture.
No doubt.
We got a spot further down called Karma. We've been to a couple times, but generally between Tinley Park, Orland, and Ohio.
And if you want to get really fancy, we'll go down to a Pig Cigar Lounge. That's in the Gold Coast. That's very unique.
You gotta have a swanky joint. You gotta have the one where you're smoking with your pinky out. You gotta have one of those.
Also,
get on spiffy. You know what I mean?
We just went out a couple weeks ago with Cliff from Black Star Line. We had a great time at Sinful Limbs. It's right off of 95th by the red.
95th and the red line. Yep.
Then we can't forget our buddy who, well, actually where I started going, because some of the other officers within my department were going out there all the time. And he's a great guy, Zayd at Tobacco Plus out in Matson. Pretty, big 708 brand, Brother Cigars.
Yeah. Do you guys go to one of my favorite spots? You know, I like the spots where I could just dip in and sit in the corner, watch a game or something. Do you guys go to Eduardo's in Richmond Park?
I haven't been to Eduardo's yet. I've been invited several times, but I just, they got to find the time to go.
Eduardo's feels like you're in a basement man cave.
Really? Okay.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe.
All right, cool. I'm gonna check Eduardo's out.
All right, so let's talk cigars for a second, fellas. How do you feel your palate has changed from when you guys started smoking cigars? Where have you gone? Like, are you a medium guy, or you full body? Do you, I know we talked about fat bottom belly, so that kind of gives you a little bit of that sweeter vibe in there. What else do y'all rock with? Like, how have you evolved in cigars?
So, me personally, for me, it's hard now is mostly sweet. A lot of sweet cigars, mild to medium cigars. As my palate has changed, I like more of the full body cigar, Maduro cigar.
Yeah.
So definitely my palate has changed. But I used to do acids back in the day. Now I don't call it acid Cuba.
Yeah, that was like the jump off for a lot of people.
I tried, yes, and I tried it probably about a month ago, and it was almost not a good cigar for me. I didn't like it at all. So my palate has changed definitely. I'm more on full body Maduro. I'm on a way different level right now when it comes to cigars when I first started out.
Dig it.
Well, as I told you, I started out with a Kojamar, and I used to get those at Hyde Park Cigar. And, that was a little $2-3 holler back in the day, and it came in a couple different flavors. Then I slowly worked up to acid, and things like the Extraordinary Larry caught my attention. Then I would say I'm more medium to full. More medium to full, but some days you just gotta have that full body. But I would say my palate is still more medium to full. But like I said, the fat bottom Betty every once in a while, depending, who I'm around, or somebody say,
what the environment is. Yeah, that
I'm not opposed. Yeah, I'm not opposed to flavors. Like we have a spot, Ralph Cigars downtown. I forgot to mention him. Well, he's in like the Little Italy area, I believe. Ralph's, he might have a great cognac or something. I'm like, okay, let me just try that, a Gorilla Finger or something. So, but I would say more.
I actually did a review on that cigar, man. I did a review on that, man. My homeboy from North Carolina, he was in the shop for a minute. He sent me some of those Ralph cigars, man. So that was kind of a welcome change, man. Especially that Gorilla Finger. That was a welcome change, for sure.
Definitely.
Have you guys tried any of Steve Stocker's cigars? Any like the Sober Mesa, or like Dunbarton's Tobacco and Trust?
I have not tried it, but I do have two of them.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be in your lane. That might be, honestly, it might be a game changer for you. That's one of those, because it's when you smoke it, because everybody's wondering, like, is he doing something like on a flavored tip? Does he do something to the leaves, anything like that? But in all reality, he's saying that, he doesn't do anything. But you get this sweetness with those cigars, man. But you also get that spicy, medium to full kick, too. So it ain't nothing to play with. That's one of those you want to have a full meal when you get it. But it's like a dessert cigar while you smoke it. It's crazy.
Gotcha. Yeah, you got to have a full meal on a full-body cigar. I learned that many years ago, too. I tried a full-body cigar, and I was,
especially not good. If you're sipping on something, too. That'll get you as well.
Right. So I got a question for y'all. Okay. For everybody. What's one cigar that put you on your ass?
That was
yeah, that was wild. I would say mine. You know what? I don't know. Maybe because and it's funny. This was out at Tobacco Plus. I had the the flathead. I think it was a flathead V8 or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know what it was about that cigar. You know, maybe because I'm a car guy. I was like, oh, let me just try this, and you know, it was full. And next thing I know, I stood up and was like, yeah, I got to get some air.
I want to say either it was a Java Double Maduro down or the Asylum.
Okay,
you try to knock yourself out.
Yes.
You try to knock yourself out, B. Now, for me, I'm with you on that one, dude. I was in Fresno, California, and this was like when I was really starting to get into cigars. So I was trying everything that was out there, and I got the Flathead 660. And I know somebody in the comments was talking. That's their go-to cigar now. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm just sitting in there, just kicking back with this big ass cigar, and I stood up. And the whole world under me did this. I said, right back down. Word.
Remember,
I didn't
the
know.
one that my ass was it was a Romacraft. It was not the Neanderthal. It was the Aquitaine. Aquitaine put me down, and what I was doing, I was smoking and driving, so I was hotboxing it. Bad mistake. Bad mistake.
Ain't even funny, man. I'm sorry. I hope you made it home safe.
I got home. I had to drink some water. I had to lay down. This was about 2 years ago. That was the last time I've smoked that cigar.
Oh man, there's some stuff out there.
John Shadow was saying he ain't never been hit before. I don't know, man. Sometimes when you just be chilling and you got a good cigar, man, it'll take you out. So, next thing,
Shadow, have you ever had a Murcielago by Espinosa? I hit a Murcielagos and put you on your ass too.
Yeah, that's a heater too. That's a heater.
Yeah.
My man Tim, he said the Neanderthal by Romacraft.
So you guys are curators now. You guys are, you're the toast makers. You're bringing people into your establishment to have cigars. What do you introduce people to when you got new people that are coming into your shop or they're new to cigars? What do you say? Hey, try this. What is your introductory cigar for people?
Good question. I would say my last introductory cigar. I'm not trying to say anything about the women or anything, but I've had some of the Ralphs, the cherry flavored ones, things like that. I noticed like my wife, her friends, and they always want more of a flavorful cigar, and I'm also a go-to with the acids because some of the acids tend to be a little lighter, the sweet tips and things like that.
No doubt.
If you're looking for something a little bit more intermediate, I would say, Ancestry or, the Black Star line, even a couple Perdermos I've introduced as well. What about you, Rob?
Mostly Javas, maybe, the mint one.
Yeah.
I get a lot of love. People like the mint Java cigars.
That's what I thought about with too. Consistency? Oh, good call.
Valencia is a very good
that's
cigar.
a good one.
Yeah.
That is definitely a good one.
Some of the Liva Privada line is pretty good also. That's more on a medium to full though. The Liva Privada T52s and T9s. You guys have one of those yet?
Yeah. I think I started with the T52. That was the one I started with. I wasn't like blown away by it, but for me, I think that's the good one. That's like a good introductory. From what everybody was telling me when they first came out, like when Saka was really working on those, Steve Saka was really on that was like the go-to, and it was much better at the time. But to me, they're still good cigars, and I think that's really definitely one to say, hey, man, try this one. I think you might like it. Sure.
Correct. Especially that small one, the Flying Pig T52.
Yeah. I like that. You guys know your shit. I love it. What you got, G?
I see.
If I were to introduce somebody, maybe something mild, maybe a Monte Cristo White.
Okay.
Maybe something mild and simple, something classic. Maybe something Fuente, maybe an 858.
I see you when it
really
got
can't go wrong with that.
It got too cold out there.
Right.
It got cold.
Well, at least the rain is gone for now. So.
And then my dumb ass got these Crocs on, so I ain't got no real shoes on. My feet got cold.
That's the best.
Like that.
That's the best shoes.
Man, I always thought Crocs were like for women and kids.
Yes.
Until somebody bought me a pair. Somebody bought me a pair, and it's the most comfortable shit. Last summer when I finally had to put shoes on, I was upset.
Yes, them shoes are I wear them every day. I wear boots every day.
You know what's funny about that?
So
my wife was roasting me. She was like,
wearing boots.
"Oh yeah, put them joints in sport mode."
Yeah.
That's what DJ did. He put him in sports mode. He got in that car real fast. I saw when that camera went down. He was moving.
I ain't want to fuck up the camera, shaking and shit, walking and shit. I'm like, let me get my ass in the car.
I can hear them Crocs slapping the ground, bro. He was moving.
Chicago weather, something else.
Man, listen.
My man God of the Leaf is in here. Really dope merch. He sells hats. You can buy bucket hats, dad hats, fitteds, truckers. Real dope with the hat merch.
I wish I had an air horn, man, to give a shout out when people come in like that, man. Big shout out to him, dude. That's dope stuff too. So, also, man, merch. I saw on your website, man, your hoodies was flyers. So, talk about how you guys came up with the merch, came up with the design, came up with your logo. That's really important to establishing your brand, man. Talk about that for a second. Check out my segue right there. That's real potty.
Actually,
right
we actually started once we came up with the name. One of our silent partners. Well, he said he was just in the game to help us get started, but he's the fashion guy. So he was like, "Hey, we're gonna do we'll do the hoodies." At the point when we started the crosshair logo, which I have on, that was, like I say, law enforcement. You try to be tactical, and I said, this is that go-getter type of logo.
Yeah.
So we came up with that. Like I said, Jay was like, "Hey, you got to have a certain hoodie. It's got to be, stylish. Got to be like Nike. It's got to be 5 to 17% spandex, things like that." And he said we need to put the script logo across things like that. So that's generally where we came from with the hoodies, and we're experimenting with the hats and everything, and just having different logos part of the brand for what we're going to do. So, like, of course, if you have us to come out and do your wedding, we'll have our sport coats and our nice fedora hats with the script logo on, and versus if we go on somewhere where we might not need the script calligraphy logo, we're gonna be let's just say at a car show or something. You don't have to be so dressed up. We'll have the swag to go along with that as well. But our buddy Jay Beck, he's the one that came up with doing the hoodies and trying to get the sport coats and stuff started as well.
Man, I like it, man. Not jiving you. I think it looks good, man. So definitely high fives all around to y'all fellas, man. It came out really good. The colors are simple. The logo looks good. That's good marketing and good branding right there, man.
Absolutely.
I was going to ask, speaking of marketing and branding, if you guys had to partner with any already established manufacturer, company, or brand, who would you guys want to partner with?
As far as cigars or just merch or?
Anything.
Well, I'm partial. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a South Side thing, like you said with Jordans. I'm partial to.
Ooh, that'll be nice.
Hey,
that'll be nice.
Y'all know Big Mike is a cigar dude, so y'all might need to talk to the man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know.
Yes, he is.
True. Had a tobacco brown colorway.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
I know I rock them joints. So let's talk sports for a minute, man. Cause y'all kind of remind me of Anthony Davis a little bit. I mean, how y'all feeling about the sports teams right now? How y'all feeling about Chicago basketball? How y'all feeling about Anthony Davis? Talk to me, man. What's going on with on the Chicago sports teams for y'all?
To be honest, ever since Michael Jordan, that whole era, I really don't even watch basketball anymore. It's changed. The game has changed. Football has changed. Of course, I'm a Bears fan, a Sox fan, and a Bulls fan. I'm a fan of those three teams, but
man, it's like that, huh?
But like, the whole era of basketball has changed. It's totally different now. You know, you touch somebody, it's a foul, it's a flagrant. It's totally different. Yeah. And you can't say anything to nobody now. I really don't even have time. I just watch it when I can. So
I'm bad too. I'm not that bad. I'm more of a football guy though. But I mean,
but he's a Packers fan though, guys. Packers.
How? We ain't talking. We ain't talking to him. He on timeout. We're not talking to you, man. He on timeout. We're not talking to him. We're not talking to him.
Man,
wait a minute.
You know, we got to keep it in the Midwest, man. With the Bears. Hey, we've been in trouble for the past few years. So if the Bears get knocked out, you be like, look, I don't have nothing but the Midwest, but with the Packers.
Man, you a cheesehead, man. We don't talk to cheeseheads. We don't talk to cheeseheads.
I'm trying to figure out how you did this. You got to be in law enforcement, man, because you got to have protection to do that. How do you walk around as a cheesehead in Chicago, bro?
I see somebody said Packers, get him out of here. We got a Dodgers fan in here. We got a couple Sox fan, Hills and Pistons. Okay, all right.
Okay, all right. Sox.
Are you a Pistons fan? Oh,
no, not me.
It's tough. It's tough. No, I'm reading the comments. A Pistons fan.
Once again, my condolences to the Pistons.
What do you like?
Braves and Falcons, yeah, Tim from Atlanta.
All day, man. Basketball is like my thing. I was diehard Jordan. I grew up in North Carolina, so we really didn't have a squad when I was growing up until, Charlotte came to town, and same thing with, the Panthers. So that was late to the game. So I get roasted from my family back home because I'm not like North Carolina all day. Virginia, I grew up in Virginia. We ain't got a team out there. So my wife is from California, so they adopted me into the Golden State Warriors, like right before Steph really got on. Like I can watch Steph all day. That's my guy, man. I love the way they play ball. You know what I'm saying? Moving the basketball around, like team basketball. That's my jam right there. Plus, being from VA, I'm Allen Iverson, Bubba Chuck. That's basketball for me. I was really watching during that era.
Oh yeah. If you guys had to, speaking of the sports, if you guys had to pick one athlete to endorse you guys, maybe do commercials, maybe wear the merch, anything like that, any sports figure, who would you guys put on it?
Well,
other than MJ, because I know y'all gonna say MJ.
Go with Jordan. You know what? I would say Shaq.
Okay.
I would say Shaq because not just the basketball, but Shaq all over. He up there chilling
everywhere.
With the general. He got
general.
commercials. He got car washes. Just all over around. Sports athlete plus business wise.
Yeah,
he got the law enforcement background too. So that's the dope choice right there. That's dope.
Yep. Yeah. Sure.
When it comes to setting the vibe, man, when you guys got the the mobile lounge, what type of music are y'all putting in there? What do y'all bring to the table for your people who are lounging? What is the music environment like?
I'm gonna let Rob handle that one because my music taste, mine is all over the place. I might step into country. You might have some country feeling with me. Two songs later, it might be some Kurt Franklin. 2 songs later, I might be playing Sade or India Reed.
Okay.
I might go Green Day on you. But it's
I ain't mad at it.
For whatever that client want. We will have, we're gonna have
variety of music.
We got a variety,
I see the joke in there, John Shadow. John Shadow said gangster rap. That's funny. That's dope. Big shout out to the Sade though. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I like old school music, jazz, I know it's kind of weak with jazz. It depends on the vibe of the crowd that we have.
Okay.
No, you're talking to a jazz dude, man. I like Art Blakey. I rock with Miles Davis real heavy, man. So I'm heavy on the jazz. So don't sleep on jazz. I'm with you on that.
Jazz, yes. But mostly old
when you
school.
Got a good cigar,
I like the old school.
When you got a good cigar,
this new music
you got
right now.
Old school. I see you. That music right now is a little. I feel you. I want to backtrack a little bit. We'll switch that and get kind of serious on you fellas for a minute. So you were talking about you guys got started like right before the pandemic, and that the pandemic hit everybody real hard. I was stuck in Fresno during the time. What was that transition like? Saying like, okay, we got this business going, we got hit blindsided by this whole thing. Couldn't go outside. Really, it was hard to get shipments. How did y'all work through that? What was that process like?
For me, with starting up with the pandemic, it was more so dealing with the state shutting down, with us making sure,
right.
Not just having the LLC, but also getting our tax paperwork, things like that. And it really slowed us down. I mean, it took us, about 5.5 months just to get our tax documents in.
Okay.
We had, but I will say one thing about it. We did look at a spot. We looked at a brick and mortar building, and the building was a big investment, and
right.
We were saying, hey, you know what, next Friday, let's go ahead, let's run the numbers and see what we're going to do. That Tuesday, everything stopped. So I was more so like, man, if we had assigned a 3 or 5 year lease on a building that's $3,800 a month, we technically been in trouble. We would have been in trouble. Yeah. So that's where it was for us now. This might sound a little rude, but I enjoy the fact that it was no traffic out there.
Right. We still have to go to work. We wasn't all
yeah.
to work.
Getting to work was easy, but it's different when you're driving down. Like let's say you working a side job downtown, and you like, man, where's everybody at on Lakeshore Drive? Dan Ryan. Nobody on the damn Ryan. It was definitely different. I had never been through anything like that.
That was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got one more question.
But hold on, it was a grace of God that did not happen. The way it happened, I think it was all God, because the way it could have went really bad for us, getting a brick and mortar, then have to pay all that money, working, so nobody was coming outside at all. So we have an empty building pretty much.
Right,
and that's how we came up with the idea of the mobile line. We can travel, we can go to people's houses, pull up in their driveways. We can do all different types of events, and we won't be in one location. That helped us out a lot.
That's real right there, man. That's real. So when you got to the other side of it, like, now that things are slowly getting back to normal a little bit, people coming outside, how has it been, now that you guys are, able to start moving around a little bit? Are you connecting with people? Was it starting to, to move in the direction where you guys wanted to go in?
Yes, absolutely.
In that direction.
We went down to Vegas 2 months ago.
Yeah.
We made a lot of contact. We were down at the TPE conference.
I was going to ask about that.
Contacts down there. Yeah, we made a lot of contacts down there. That's helping us out a lot right now. It's a lot of mentors. We have a lot of mentors. In this game. It's not only you by yourself. There's always someone that can help you out that's already been through it already, and they were willing to help you out. That's one thing about cigar companies and cigar brands. There's always someone there around to help you if you have questions. Man. And the first one that really took us in was Black Star Line. One of the owners named Cliff. He really helped us out a lot. We talked to him a lot. He opened his heart to us pretty much. All information that we need, the right way to do different things. That's one shout out to Cliff. He really helped us out a lot.
Shout out Cliff.
Big shout out on that, man. That's huge. And I love the fact that y'all are open to, to network and to talk to people, and people are open to you guys too, to say, hey man, we're gonna give you a helping hand, man. That's what this whole community is all about. That's major.
Absolutely.
So All the Smoke had a question. He said, what's the startup for a mobile? Like what's the startup like for that?
Well, besides doing, you know, of course, you know, getting your LLC and everything like that, the trailer itself, we were lucky enough to lock in prices, you know, during the pandemic. For our 24-foot trailer was, what was it, 14,700, which was a good price, because being in the Chicagoland area, everything is way more expensive. You know, you're looking at the same trailer that would be 7,800 down in South Carolina, Florida, parts of Georgia. So just getting the trailer, and then of course, you know, having your contractor. If, you know, I'm mechanically inclined a little bit, I can work some tools and things, but you know, I don't want to be going down the road and one of my display shelves fall off and then we open the trailer, you know, it's cigars everywhere. But
yeah,
I would say in general, overall, making sure you have the trailer. And one important factor with the trailer that you got to remember, you got to make sure you have the right vehicle to. It's one thing having the dry weight, but when you start adding, you don't think much because it's just a 24-foot floor space. But by the time you start putting the walls in, you know, we're doing configurations for the heating and air conditioner now. You know, all that stuff adds weight. You got to have your furniture, things like that. But I would say an overall figure for what we're doing, I would say roughly $15,000 to $20,000 in investment. Now you have lipsticks and fingertips. You know, she has an amazing vehicle. She's got the fifth wheel, you know, things like that. You could go high end like that. But one thing that she also educated us on with that was the fact that don't always go big, because you got to make sure you have the space to store that. You know, up here in Chicago, we get some cold winters, so you have to watch where you store it, and you're going to be in the $200-300 a month range just for storage in the wintertime. Then doing different vendor events, you also have to check with local ordinances to see, hey, can I actually bring this down into this neighborhood? You know, you don't want a homeowners association jumping down on you or calling the police on you, of course, things like that. But that's pretty much it. It's mainly paperwork, making sure you have the right insurance and recreational insurance and stuff like that as well too. So I would say 15 to 20,000.
Okay. Dude, that's good info right there.
Be ready to explain mobile lounge, because everybody look at you like, okay, what is that? You know. You know? So
honestly, because that was the first thing. That's what I really wanted you guys to talk about, because that was the first thing that got me. I was like, man, how did they get that off the ground? How did they make that work? That was such a brilliant idea. But it's also, like you said, especially in Chicagoland, man, that's convenient. That good thinking.
Yeah, like I said, the Mobile Lux Lounge, I can't think of the gentleman's name, but he has the Mobile Lux Lounge. He's in Chicago as well. He was a starting factor for us as well. He has he's got a nice, you know, the chrome Winnebago. What is that? Airstream style. I mean, his is truly laid out. His is definitely an experience as well.
So how do you work with like the air filtration and all that with the mobile lounge? How does that work?
Rabbits. We have we have two rabbits, but as I stated, we're trying to work on the LG. I'm not trying to plug LG or anything, but LG has the ductless central air units and heater units, more so almost like the ones you see at hotels and things like that. You know, it can sit. You know, you can install it on the tongue of the trailer, and just, you know, it doesn't take too much generator power from it as well.
So, ladies, in the summertime, you ain't got to worry about your hair being sweating out and your makeup running. And you ain't got to worry about none of that.
That's right. And then we also have a tent. We also have a tent too, with chairs and a fireplace when it's not real cold. You know, not that perfect cool. We have a nice big fireplace we can set up for you. We have chairs around the tent and everything. We have all types of stuff.
Like you know, we can bring that backyard fire pit experience.
The backyard vibe to you.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So I can't wait. Y'all said July 1st. I mean, June 1st, right?
June 1st, yes.
June 1st. I can't wait. So I had a question about
out there.
For sure.
High-end cigars asked, oh, my bad. Go ahead, G.
No, I was going to ask, out of the cities that you guys have visited, who would you say has the best cigar culture?
I would say Atlanta. For me, it was Atlanta.
Okay.
It was Atlanta. that was my first experience with a cigar lounge, where not just cigars, where you can literally walk in and they can pour you a drink.
Yes.
You don't really get that here in Chicago.
You can't have it here in Illinois.
Yeah. So I would say ATL. We actually went for my bachelor party, and we visited maybe 5 or 6 different lounges, and it was just refreshing to be able to get a drink with your cigar.
Okay.
Most of them, they didn't have it. Like we have some we've been to where it's a cutting fee, which we understand. We understand. The lounge itself has to make money, especially up here in the Chicago area. If you look at it, let's say you buy most of your cigars. If you go into a cigar lounge every day and you're not patronizing that lounge and they're still giving you complimentary water or sodas, that's $2 to $3 per day per customer that they're losing just because you're not patronizing them. So I see where you got to spend $20 or $25 to come in and sit because you get the amenities. And Atlanta was actually the first place I didn't have that happen in. But like I said, I don't mind patronizing, but that was the one where you can actually have a drink and a cigar and not bring it in yourself per se.
Nice. Yeah, I go to Habano in Tinley Park.
Yeah.
And man, the corking fee by itself is what, $25-$30.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
the owner of that spot used to be the owner of High Park Cigars. They brought that Habano out.
Okay.
So have you been in there lately?
I was just there Saturday.
Okay, so they see how they had that one size all hookah now?
Yep.
It used to be all cigars. They brought in a hookah now. So a lot of people like hookah also. A lot of females like the hookah.
Yeah.
I never really got into hookah. I don't know. We might venture that way eventually because females like hookah. That sells. So we might go that way also.
You can't do nothing without having women involved, man. I've been saying that. Like, you gotta have, that femininity in there, man. Because dudes ain't coming out unless they can get, all spiffy, kind of look cool in front of the ladies, man. So that's super important.
They have that good vibe. The ladies, everybody just connected. You never know who you're talking to. My thing too, also in these different cigar lounges, you never know who you're talking to. You can have a CEO, a manager, you get anybody. Normal conversation with the person. That's one good thing about cigars is the community, the culture, and the way everybody connects.
That's what we were talking about with Enid, man. That whole thing is like that community is everybody's there. It could be somebody that, doesn't have a lot of dough. They just trying to kick back. They could be a person that's working in construction, whatever the case may be. You can have a person that's a golfer. It might even be a celebrity in there, man. I love the fact that everybody can come from all walks of life, man. That's a damn good point.
Yeah. You never know at all. You never know. You might say someone's life. They in there down. They're going through something right now. You having a conversation with them. They have a whole new look of life. You just never know.
Right.
I love the fact that y'all even look at it that way, man. That, as owners in this industry, the fact that you guys have that kind of open mind to say, like, hey, everybody is welcome here. Everybody can come in here. This is all about building that community, man. That's dope. That's super dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's from all walks of life. My dad and my I don't like to call him my stepfather, but both of them were they worked in a steel mill. My mom, she was in nursing, retired from nursing, and I grew up in that household, in that neighborhood, like I say, over there on King Drive, where Mr. Neely, he was the biomedical guy. So, he would come home with a broke piece of equipment and say, hey, you all figure this out. I'll go get you new super soakers. It was like a neighborhood working together. And that's the way I look at it. Each lounge you walk in, you see a different, like Rob said, you see a different walk of life. I might be talking to this guy. I might have like I said, trying to get a cigar room. He might say, hey, you know what? I can come by and put some double glass doors up, or I handle all your can lights or things like that. Networking and bartering.
Brothers of the Leaf, man. That's what, and Sisters of the Leaf. That's what brings us all together, man. That's super dope, man. I love this community vibe, man.
Yeah, definitely.
G, you got anything else, bro? What's on your mind?
So, my brother, I heard you say that you were married. How has cigar smoking affected affected your marriage, and is your wife like, don't kiss me, you smell like, you know what I'm saying? Are you dealing with any of that?
Actually, no. You know what? She's been to a couple lounges with me before. It's been pretty good. I don't get the complaints when I come in, you know, smelling like smoke. I will say being married and having kids, you know, that changes, that cuts your time down a little bit, you know. You know, between swim class, you know, dancing, volleyball, you know, you just have, it balances out eventually.
Okay.
Believe me, I had to put many a cigar down to go run to the bus stop, scoop up the kids and all that, man. I had to
Yeah, you know, just have one on the way to the park, you know, just walking to the park, have one.
That's when you pull out the Bustos.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, have you good short, quick smoke. But yeah,
that's what I got to do, man. I got to get more short smokes in my humidor, man, because it's been those times when I'm into something good and I'm like, dang, man, it's 250 already. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's talk about like just being in the industry. What have been some of like the pitfalls and the hiccups that have come in, just like being owners and getting things off the ground and getting yourself established? Aside from the pandemic, what's some of the things that's kind of hit you, you know, like, man, we got to deal with this right now?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I you know what? I don't want to sound too. I would say pretty much nothing as starting out. It's been more so. It's been like it's been a hustle. I would definitely say it's the only way. I would say it's been a hustle because starting out, which you guys would know, plenty people would know of. When you have a business of this magnitude, you know, especially being mobile, you can't necessarily just walk into a bank and do business. I need money, so everything has been pretty much out of pocket. You know, we've had our close friends and family, they help, you know, they say, hey, well, we can do this, we can do that. Hey, we'll come over there and start, you know, we'll help lay the floor, do things like that. Or when we actually bought a camper first, and, you know, people like, hey, we'll come over there and gut out. That was more so the harder thing. But, you know, we've been blessed enough to have our main jobs plus secondary income of, you know, just working security at places, doing executive protection that have helped offset some of the costs. But in the end, I would say worth it because our debt ratio is low.
Nice.
So on the other side of that, what has been that moment when you guys felt like, okay, this is working, this is really looking good? What has been that highlight for you that's been like, this is it? This has been that thing that says we're doing the right thing, we got it going right now. What's been that highlight for you?
For me, it would be the community of you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, for you guys, you know, this is all, you know, it's nice to be live and everything like that, but, you know, dealing with you all's expertise and the people that we said as mentors, just having this backing saying, hey, you know, you guys are doing good. You know, we have, I would say in our community, we don't always build each other up. And I think that's not trying to get too political, but
no.
We have to you have to build each other up. People, you know, it's a lot of haters out there. But the fact that like doing this interview, being around you guys, like I know we mentioned Ancestry, Clifton, that's what helps. You know, even like our neighbors and stuff that are around, you know, they see me smoking a cigar, it starts that conversation. They're like, hey, you know what? Cool. When you know, let me know what I can do. I'll support you. Just shoot me what you got. You know, things like that. That has been the we've made it moment.
Nice.
Well, I will say this, man, from Vintage Cigar, man, we got y'all. Anything that we can do. Like I really admire what you come up with, the whole concept behind Stogie Tobacconist, man. I dig it, and I'm saying that like from the bottom of my heart, man. I respect you brothers, just the way you guys came to the show, taking the time to chop it up with us, man, and talk with good brothers. That's what this whole thing has been about for me. It's just, you know, starting Vintage Cigar. I wanted to be able to sit down and talk to you guys. I want to be able to get to Chicago and actually have a cigar with you, be in your lounge and experience that, man. I really wholeheartedly love what you're doing, and you will, from us, you're gonna hear the name a lot. We're gonna be saying Stogie Tobacconist a lot, man. I really respect that, dude. That's major.
Appreciate it.
Much appreciated.
What about you, Rob?
Much appreciated.
Very much appreciated. Like I said, the cigar community is deep. It's roots. You know, it's more, like I said, community that you never know who you next to, you can talk to, and just a general. It is pretty much when people come to us and talk to us about cigars. That's I know we making it big. Or we doing? When I got the message about doing this interview with you guys, that I felt shocked because we slowly getting our name out there. It's like we're in Vegas, people were coming up talking to us. They never heard of us before. And then some people say, "Oh, I follow you on Instagram or Facebook." I didn't know that. So our name is slowly getting out there. We're not the big dogs yet, but we will be one day.
No, it's coming. Definitely. It's definitely coming. What you're doing is great work. So it's coming. Sure. Go ahead, G.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
No, I was going to say, I definitely appreciate it. When I first started, to be honest with you, I thought cigar smoking was a rich white man's thing.
Absolutely.
You know, it's because it's a real investment that you have to make.
Yes.
You know, if you want to get good cigars, if you want to keep good cigars, so it's a real investment that you have to make. And I just appreciate seeing brothers like you guys, brothers like my man EKB in here, brothers like Tim, and guys that are black men that are actually like my man High End Cigars Optional said, just brothers keeping pushing the leaf. So I definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Once again, I want to give a shout out to the Black Box Cigar Lounge. He's really promoting a lot of people, man, and that's what this is all about. And the whole brother to the leaf concept of us being able to come together to have it like a community, have the fellowship part of it, man. That makes this all worth it. Especially with you guys doing work in the community, being law enforcement, doing security. You're protecting people, especially in Chicago. Chicago gets such a bad rap. Like, oh, man, Chicago was a war zone, a shot rack, and all that. We got good people in Chicago. It ain't just the music. It's not just the food. It's the people out there in the community, man. And you guys are adding and contributing to that, man. So I want to give a thank you to y'all, straight up, for everything that you're doing, not just in the cigars, man, but 20-plus years and probably closer to 40-plus years with y'all together. That's major.
Yes. Yeah. Very amazing.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
So while we got a brief moment, go ahead and plug again, man. Talk about Stogie Tobacconist and what you guys want everybody to know about what you guys are doing, what's coming, and give all the plugs, everything. Just pat yourselves on the back, man, and give yourselves a shout out. Talk about your company and everything you're doing right now. Let everybody know what y'all doing.
Well, right now we're trying to bring one of the best mobile lounges to the Chicagoland area and surrounding areas. I do see us traveling in the future to different events. Being vendors. Like I say, that you guys in the cigar community have been just phenomenal with helping us get started, teaching us, and we hope, speaking far down into the future, once we say we made it, we can look at the younger generation behind us to say, hey, try doing this, try doing that, just as so many others have done it for us. And just man, get a chance. When you get a chance, like I said, we're still up and coming. When you get a chance, check our website out at StogieTobacconist.com. Fill in the inquiry, and we will definitely get back to you. Like you said, we're more personable to either be myself or Rob. He will definitely give you a call. I mean, if you just want to, meet up at a lounge one day, we're open to everything. As long as our schedule permitted, hey, we sit down, just talk sports, talk TV, talk music. That's what we're about.
We're here. Well, we're a smaller company, just me and him right now. We'll come out, we'll go to the lounge, talk to you. Just give us an IG or the message on the Instagram or Facebook. We're very personal. We'll change our schedule around if we have to come out and talk to you. Once again, we are a mobile lounge. The mobile lounge will be up and running June 1st. We can hold, how many people you say about?
I would say 10.
10 people, plus we have a tent. We have chairs for outside. We have a fire pit that we can come out, enjoy. We can do weddings, birthday parties, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties. We actually have someone that actually rolls cigars. So we can have a person come out at your event and sit at a table and actually roll cigars for your event.
Wow.
Yes, we actually have a wedding in June also that we're doing. Also, we're going to have the lounge out at the wedding. We're going to be in the wedding having cigars. One of my co-workers, and he wants a cigar, like a table of cigars for his people at the wedding.
I love it.
Also. We also be that in June. We're open to anything. You have an idea you want us to do, we can come out. Like he said, we travel. We can go anywhere pretty much.
That's cool. Trucks. Being able to be that mobile, man. That's what's really like, because not everybody can do that. The brick and mortar is like, hey, you got to come out to us. You guys can go to the people and actually be there. Yeah.
Because it's different. Like you said, the wives sometimes be tripping about it, or they don't want to have that smell in the house. We can pull up in your driveway. We can go to the park. We can just relax for 4 hours, 5 hours. You bring your guys. We have TVs also in the lounge, inside and outside. I don't know about Super Bowl in Chicago because it's really cold in February.
Yeah.
But we have TVs. We can enjoy and have a good time, have a good night.
I love what y'all are doing, man. I'm not even gassing you at all, man. I'm here to support. So believe you me, like when I'm doing the shows, I'm definitely gonna bring you guys up. I try to do that as much as I can, man, just to kind of talk about who's doing new cool things, who's supporting the community. So I got getting close to 1,000 subscribers soon, man, and I'm definitely gonna be mentioning your name. So anybody that's watching that's not subscribed, I'm gonna be talking y'all up, man, because I got respect for y'all. Major respect.
Nice.
Appreciate
we got a question from All the Smoke. He says, what's the farthest you guys have traveled with the mobile lounge?
We haven't went outside the Chicago area, but we've been invited to do a party in Texas. It's still in the works. They're talking about mid-August. So it would definitely be, that would be our farthest that we went, Texas.
If you're talking about places that has a cigar community, Texas right now is killing it, bro.
Yes,
Texas. They living that life.
Houston Cigar Week, Austin Cigar Week.
Yes, Texas is huge. Texas has a lot.
So when y'all not doing the cigars, you're not doing the business. And I know you guys got a family life, you got the home life, and all that. What's your downtime? Like, what are you doing? You golfing? You fishing? Like, what's up with y'all? What do y'all do outside of?
Well, me personally, I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. So I'm with the kids. I'm gonna be there for the kids. I gotta take care of my kids.
Mine are 8 and 6, bro. I was just in that range. Mine are 1.5 years apart, bro. So I was going through the diapers. Like, as soon as I thought I was over with diapers, it was more diapers coming in. I'm like,
yes, absolutely.
What about you, Brian?
Chasing the kids. I have a 13-year-old daughter, a 5-year-old daughter, and a 14-month-old son. So, like I said, volleyball. Well, she's starting track now. So, and Zuri, she does the swimming, and she starts soccer next month. And Beckham, he's focusing on trying to walk. So, chasing after him. So.
Look, you got your hands full right there when that walking starts, boy. Look, here's the crazy thing: you got just starting to walk, getting the hands into everything, picking up everything. Then you got the teenager too. So, man,
exactly. Exactly.
A lot of different attitudes involved.
But you got a live-in babysitter.
Yeah, pretty much. Definitely.
Nah, man, what's dope about that, what y'all saying, man, is that family life, man. It shows you guys permeate that. Like, yo, we not just dudes out here just being knuckleheads, man. Y'all showing that, like, yeah, black men, we take care of the families, and we're creating businesses out there. You're showing what Chicago is really all about, man. It ain't just about no war zone, man. You got people raising families and starting businesses and connecting and networking with people, man. That right there alone is the message.
And it's tough. It's kind of tough. You got your kids. You're trying to take care of some business real quick, and your daughter come in there and want to be on the computer typing while you typing. It's kind of you gotta set it. Hold on for a second while you heard me typing. And she gotta type something, but it's all about family. Family first, kids. It's how it goes.
Definitely.
Man, for sure. I love it. What about it? What about y'all, man? What do you want to, what do you want to say? What do you want to, tell the people just, in general about yourselves, about Chicago, about, Stogie Tobacconist, anything that that we haven't asked that you guys kind of want to add and put on the table?
Well, I can definitely say if anyone's looking to start, not just a mobile lounge, just start a business, man, do it. I would definitely say, and this is not just from Chicago aspect of we get that bad rep for crime, but as you stated earlier, both of you guys stated earlier, Chicago is resilient. I mean, from the Gold Coast to Inglewood, south side of Chicago, Argyle Gardens, we are very resilient, and everybody here isn't bad. We just get that bad stigma about the crime, and that's just not what it's about. You will find some of the most, I would say, people that are just full of hustle here, and not just a bad hustle, but starting out, don't let people tell you what you can't do. Just do it. Do the research. Don't be afraid to reach out. Take that chance. Like if I say, hey, I'm going to contact him and see, how he started. Just do it. That's we do it at work. We do it at work every day. If you show respect, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get the respect back.
Right. No doubt. So as far as that, like, have you had people reaching out to you guys to be mentors and to kind of explain how to get into the cigar industry and how to start businesses in general? Have people kind of reached out to you guys to figure out, hey man, how do I get off the ground? How do I get where you guys are right now?
I've only had two or three over the course of actually doing this, and it's like Rob. No, Rob keeps me on track with Stogie because my job being more in administration is definitely it's time consuming, plus with the family. So you try to find yourself, you come home for work, depending what shift you're on, it's 5, 6 o'clock. You got to wrestle with the kids, get them ready. Then by the time everything is all said and done, it's 10 o'clock at night, and your wife's sitting there like, I know you're not about to be on the computer, right? And then you like, oh, man. Like,
hey, you see them dishes in there? Like, yeah.
Be like, hey, let's watch an episode of Force, or watch Chicago PD or something. Then next thing you know, it's 12, 1 o'clock. You still, you're in the office trying to figure this out, trying to figure that out. It just takes a balance, but I will definitely say just go out on a whim. Just you will never know until you try. You will never know until you try, and don't be afraid to ask questions and ask for help. That's the thing. We have a stigma of not being able to ask each other for help.
Yeah, for sure. That pride gets in the way sometimes, man. Sometimes, yeah. I want to give a shout out to the lady and her cigar for coming in too. She's dope in this cigar industry. So what up to you? What about you, Rob? What you want to add, man?
What was the question? Just whatever you want to add, man.
I haven't had too many people ask me questions about how to get started because I'm new at it. But once we get up and running, we already started certain things right now. I know certain questions. I don't know a lot of questions or a lot of answers right now, but I definitely memorizing them. So when people do ask me questions, I will have some. But like you said, it's time consuming with the kids and family and trying to work and do different things. It can be tough at times, but you got to work your way through it and always just keep pushing it. If you have a setback or anything, just keep pushing it. Work your way up to the top, and you'll get your name out there. People will come to you. Absolutely.
Fellas, it's been. Wait, before I do that, G, you got anything you want to add?
Were there any questions at all by chance?
No, I don't see any questions. Like I said before, man, I just appreciate the work that you guys are doing. I appreciate y'all being in the space, being a part of the community. I just want to urge everyone, just maintain the spirit in which, the cigar community has.
Absolutely.
I just want to encourage everybody to keep on, sharing, keep talking to each other, especially here in Chicago. It's a lot of division here in Chicago.
Yes.
So if Chicago can learn from the cigar community, our city will be better. you know, as a whole. So,
because you have that good vibe when you're smoking cigars. There are really no issues when you're smoking cigars. You sit down, you have a nice little drink, and you're just chilling and just talking. Sports, it could be anything. Even go to politics sometimes.
Definitely. Especially being a younger guy. I'm only 35 years old. So when I go in the cigar lounges, 9 times out of 10, I'm the youngest guy there. Yeah, but it's all respect. It's all respect, and I appreciate that.
We'll do this, fellas. Give that plug, man. Give the website again. Let everybody know your names. Let everybody know the name of the company, and how they can reach out to y'all. Give them all the insights, man, so they know what's popping with tobacconist.
So we're Stogie Tobacconist. Website is StogieTobacconist.com. StogieTobacconist.com. We're a mobile lounge. If you have any questions or inquiries, you go on our website and type it in. We will respond within 24 hours. It'll be myself or my partner, Brian. It's me and him, so you definitely talk to one of the owners when you contact us. And also, if you purchase anything today off the website or the next couple of days, you can use the code STOGIE, STOGIE, and you receive a 10% off discount.
Nice.
Get those hoodies. That merch is dope. It looks really good, man. It looks really good, man. I like what y'all are doing.
Thank you so much.
Me and G with Vintage Cigar, man. I cannot say how happy I was to really sit back, laugh, and talk with y'all guys, man. This is what this whole thing is about. I love y'all vibe, and if it's anything like this, come June 1st, inside the mobile lounge, it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. I love it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's been a blessing, man. Thank you.
Give a shout out to both of you guys for inviting us and having waste your time or have a conversation with us. I know it's early where you at. You're what, 8 o'clock? What time is it where you at?
It might be approaching like 9, maybe 9 in the morning, something like that.
9 in the morning, you waking up talking to us. Thank you so much.
Right.
We appreciate it.
No, man, I've been juiced, man. I'm sorry. Like I wanted to kind of like be in contact with you guys a little bit more, but you know how the hustle is. I got the family too. We planning a vacation.
Absolutely.
Had some technical issues, so I've been scrambling, man. But I've been marking off the calendar. I couldn't wait to talk to you fellas, man. Really, very serious.
G, we gonna have to hook up since you technically down the street, man. We gotta.
I know, man. You know what? Friday. I might be at Eduardo's. So if you've never been, man, I'll be in your DM, bro. I'll hit you up.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Okay. Appreciate
it. For sure.
Yep.
Fellas, this was absolutely wonderful, man. Y'all are dope. You're exactly what the community needs, not just for Chicago, but everywhere else y'all travel, man. Anybody to check you out, man. I'm a fan, and hey, I appreciate you taking the time out for a Vintage Cigar, man. It means a lot.
Oh, man. We appreciate
it too. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks, fellas. We appreciate it.
All right, fellas, man. Salute to y'all, man.
Thank you.
We'll be in contact.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.